we are going to do another video today, and we're going to be talking about good breeders and bad breeders. This is going to be one of a series. Stay tuned and check us out. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. It's Nicole from Dogo Argentino, USA, and this guy is my stud Zeus, and he is just about 3. He is about 100 pounds, and he's about 27 inches tall. He's a very tall boy, and he is perfect for the breed standard. Aren't you? Aren't you perfect? Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to do a video that you guys have been asking for, that you've been waiting for, that you really want to know. But first, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, help a lady out. Okay, so first, what is a puppy farm or a puppy mill? So a puppy farm or a puppy mill is a place where they breed dogs in poor conditions for money. They don't care about the dogs. All they care about is how much they make. And oftentimes, but not always, you will find these mills in certain states. And the reason you'll find them in very specific states is because some states have more lax guidelines regarding animal welfare than others. Missouri is notorious for having many puppy mills, in part because there are almost no laws that protect dogs and the care that they receive by breeders. Another place that there's a lot of puppy mills is Ohio and Pennsylvania. And the reason for those is because there's a very large Amish population. Let me get it out front. Don't get it twisted. Not every Amish person treats dogs badly. Not every Amish person runs a puppy farm or a puppy mill. However, 63% of the Amish in Pennsylvania do breed dogs, and they would be considered by most people's standards puppy mills. And this is the thing. The Amish are not bad people, but they don't consider dogs to have souls. They consider them livestock. And so they treat them like any other livestock, meaning they breed them as often as possible. And when they cease being productive and can't produce for them, they kill them and bring in a new one, just as they would a cow or a chicken or any other livestock animal. So it's important for you to know that although the Amish are frequently involved in puppy mills, their religion allows them to do that because of the fact that they view animals as a tool, like a rake. It doesn't have a soul. It's only as useful as it is to do the work that they want. And that's why some of the worst puppy mills on the planet are run by Amish people. But believe me when I tell you that the Amish are not the only people who breed dogs exclusively for money and are unconcerned with the welfare of the animal. So let's look at some things that would give you a clue that the place might be less than reputable. Do they have a website where you can click and buy? You can just click. As long as you can pay for it, that's all that matters. If somebody is selling you a dog, any breed of dog, but particularly the Dogo Argentino, which is a specialized breed, it's a hunting dog, it has very particular needs. If you can click and buy, there's no questionnaire or anything like that, chances are it's a puppy mill or attached to a puppy mill. And there's several different large websites online that are essentially puppy mills, or they are brokers for puppy mills. So click and buy, very bad. How do you recognize a puppy mill, and how do you stay away from them? Nobody wants to support a puppy mill. Okay, number 1, be patient. Be patient. The best thing you can do to avoid a puppy mill is to have patience. If you are impulse driven, if you've decided you want this dog breed, the Dogo Argentino fits you and you need it today, you're more likely to be taken advantage of. Good breeders don't have puppies 24/7, 365. You're going to have to wait. And supply always is less than demand with a good breeder. Just as an example, I did a poll a little while ago that said how many people were interested in getting a puppy from me. My channel is slightly over 4,100. Over 50% said they wanted a puppy from me. So that's, let's just call it 2,000 people to keep it easy. Facebook, same thing, same poll. I've got 5,000 people over on Facebook, so that's 2,500 people. Plus the other 2,000, that's 4,500 people. I have about 6,000 scattered throughout my Instagram, so let's take that, add another 3,000. That's way more puppies that I could ever produce, even if I wanted to. So supply should always be less than demand. If you're good, if you're willing to help, if you're doing the right things. And I want you guys to realize that waiting is part of it. So the number one thing you can do to avoid a puppy mill is wait. If you see someone who 24/7 is pushing their litters, never is without puppies, chances are good they're not doing the right thing. I'm just saying, so be aware of it. Is the person who is selling the dog located in an Amish community or in one of the states of shame like Missouri that has basically no protection for dogs, and puppy mills are incredibly common in those places? I'm not saying every Amish person or every person in Missouri is a puppy farm, but you have better than good odds. A recent study I read said that 63% of all the Amish farms in Pennsylvania were involved in puppy farming or puppy mills, basically. So better than half. They consider puppies to be a tool, like a rake. They don't have a soul. They breed them like any other livestock, and when they're not productive, they kill them and take some more and breed some more. Do they have tons of different types of dogs? And by tons, I mean over 3 different breeds. If you've got Dogo Argentinos, and you've got Weimaraners, and you've got Basenjis, and you've got Fox Terriers, and you've got Golden Retrievers, you are not pursuing one particular breed with passion and trying to make your line better. Are the conditions poor? Meaning, can you smell feces? Can you smell urine? Is it looking like the dogs have open sores, cuts, fleas, ticks, parasites, worms, any of those things? Huge negative. Will the person not allow you to see where the puppies are raised? Like with the virus, I bring people in by Zoom and I'm like, look, I can show you my living room. I'm happy to do so. This is where the puppies are raised, and you'll see my household buzzing around. If somebody's got a bunch of puppies and they've got them in a garage, or they've got them in a barn, or they've got them 6 buildings away, I'm not saying that necessarily makes them a bad breeder, but it does make me question how socialized that puppy is going to be being separated from the family. They didn't get to hear the vacuum cleaner, the microwave beep. They didn't get to hear kids running around. They didn't get to hear the TV, hair dryers, those kinds of things, which help socialize dogs to noise and activity. If they're isolated in a barn, even if that person is going into that barn every couple hours, say every 4 or 5 hours, checking and leaving, they're not going to be as socialized as a puppy that was raised in the middle of the living room where all the activity is happening all the time. Are you getting a bad vibe from them? Do they seem not that helpful? Do they seem like they're not doing the right thing for the dog? Is the welfare of the dog much less important than getting your money? And you can tell when somebody's just more or less after your money. They don't want a commitment. They don't want contracts. They don't want to answer questions. They don't want to talk to you. As a matter of fact, they want you to cease communications. Once you buy that dog, it's over. So that's a huge sign of a puppy mill. And I would say that if the facility is overcrowded, if it seems like the dogs are desperate for food or desperate for human attention or interaction of any sort, chances are those animals are not being treated the right way. Dogs should be calm, generally speaking. If they're healthy and happy, they should be relatively calm. Like my dog here, I'm in a park. I've had several people walk their dogs in front of us. My dog's calm. He's on the ground. He's not worried. He's chill, because his needs are met. He's well trained. He's used to being outdoors. If a dog goes ballistic because it's never been outdoors before, I have to wonder, in a hunting dog that needs to go outdoors every single day, what the care is. Hey, so I hope you found this helpful. If you want to support my channel, there's lots of ways you can do that. You can give me a like, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can hit the bell for notifications. And if you really want us to grow, share with your friends who are interested. Share with anybody that you know that might be interested in Dogo Argentino dogs, because that's how small channels survive. You could always buy me a coffee through my coffee link, ko-fi.com/Dogo Argentino USA. I appreciate everybody who's bought me coffee. You, Maria, I'm looking at you. You are a hell of a coffee supporter. Thank you so much. I hope you found this video super helpful. As always, have a Dogo-tastic day.